They say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name, but they ain't got what's running through these veins. Say I walk like a king, talk like a king. You can act around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they all want the name, but they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king.
Yeah, it's Circus Live, and I'm your host, Solitude. Easy gliding on you and coming live and direct from this frequency. And we're going to have so much fun, and I'm going to bring you the very best of independent entertainment through the music I'll be playing, setting the tone and the right vibe. So, today I'm going to talk about just a few topics. The first one being porn, the next one being how to human. Next one is Women's March and so much more. But before the end of the show, I'm going to give a bit of tips on how to build a productive impulse on the timeline. Enjoy yourselves and yeah. But before I get to the point where I start talking about these things, I'm going to play a track by Jenny Q. This song is the best song of 2020 for me right now, and I really like the vibe that she brought to this one. New artist, I actually discovered her, and not really I discovered her, but I found her content on social media, and damn, the song is something else. Enjoy Jenny Q with Rude.
You are listening to Circus Live by Solitude.
Me and my friend them love the attention. Mix the rum with the summer sun. Me, I watch you, I creamy. Don't pretend you're not see me. All the hot girls with the golden tan. All of your friends, they like my friend. We kiss our teeth, we turning heads. We bust that wine, leave you for dead. Honestly, a girl like me been spoiled for all eternity. I see what I want and I get it. You can't understand that, then you can forget it. You just watch me, I whine and I catch. If you're broke, can't broke, feel me back. Nice clothes, nice shoes, nice rock. I like that. Maybe that's why Maybe that's why
Yo, bringing you the very best of music right here on Sarcasm Live. That was Rude by Jenny Q. So yeah, I said I was going to talk about porn, and this is the first topic that I'm going to bring up. You know, this is a $4 billion industry. A lot of people do not actually admit being participants of this same scheme. But I wonder how they get to generate 4 billion and beyond, because if you were not really participating in it, there wouldn't be so much money in the industry, would they? Like it's quite crazy when, you know, you find a video, obviously it's just going to pop up on your timeline. It has like 1 million views, no likes, no retweets, and then you get to wonder, wow, there are ghosts in the room or there are ghosts on the timeline. Who the heck is watching this if there is no one liking and retweeting it? It's the same impulse where we really do not want to take responsibility for the things that we do. And I feel it's some type of, you know, hypocritical in a way, because we have to start owning up to our responsibilities. And this is 2020. We have to be in a position where we are bringing new light to everything. And I see nothing wrong actually with you admitting to the fact that you actually watch it. Probably people don't like doing that because it's actually associated with things such as masturbation and so forth. But if you are watching it, I don't know, man. It's not like I'm trying to put the thought in your head, but let's embrace what we do at the end of the day. I know it's illegal. Probably that's why a lot of you are saying, no, we don't watch it because you are afraid that you're going to be arrested. I understand, but in the back of my head, I don't. So yeah, moving on. Like, you know, I say something about how to human. It's more like we've lost our sense of empathy in a way. We do not feel what others people feel. Yeah, it's difficult for me to put myself in your shoes, but at the end of the day, as long as you're human, there are things that I know you would react to, and there are things that I know you wouldn't react to. If I were to, extend my courtesy to you in a great way, in a respectful way, I don't think I would come at you, So this makes me move to the next topic. We're talking about the Women's March. People went to the street in solidarity, or whatever that is. I'm allowed to break this language because it's like my fifth language. So yeah, even if I choose to say brown blade, I'm still allowed to do so. So yeah, one of the things that actually sparked the timeline was the fact that there was a child who was holding a placard. The placard was saying, "I missed my nap because I wanted to, I missed my nap to crush patriarchy." These are some of the things that we really have to be mindful of and really know the deeper meaning of what the subject which was going to be which was trying to be communicated. But I feel like some people are just out there to prove themselves that they know better, and they think that it's wrong for you to drag a child into. But if you do not teach them at this age, because these are the formative years. Because if I look at the child, she's like 4, 5. These are the formative years, and she has to be grounded in things that she would follow, and then that would be like her own character building, And I think I really side with the people that were in a position where they had to say it as clear as it was. Don't come on the timeline and tell people what to teach their children. It's not right, because at the end of the day, that child is not living in your house. And whatever ideologies that she has to adopt in the long run are not yours to keep. Because, we have to start living in a world where we all embrace each other, even though we have different opinions, even though we have different beliefs. But at the end of the day, we only have one goal, and that's life. We have to start working with each other. There's been a lot of drama on the timeline. There's been a lot of crazy stuff on the timeline. But how are we being productive? These conversations are no longer productive because we are in need of solutions rather than clout and so forth. Some people just want to say, I know better than you. I'm going to embarrass you on the timeline. But to what good does that do? It's more like whenever something that involves Zambian feminists, there are some people who are actually attracted to it so that they get to go and say, like in their comments, "Yeah, man, did you see what I did on the timeline?" But nah, man, we don't do that over here. We just don't do that over here, man. Just keep your cool. If you have your varied opinions, keep them to yourself if you have to. Not your monkey, not your circus. We know you know better, but come on, man. You don't have to come at people like that. Even if it's crazy. It's crazy. I respect the people that went out there in the streets to air their views, and I respect the movement that they're trying to create, all the groups coming together just to form one voice. That was beautiful, and I hope to see much more of that. So before I waste much of your time, I'm going to play a track by Sean Paul featuring Stefflon Don. Shut and Wine. Enjoy.
Girl, get the things, let's go. Let's go. With a bang, bang, bang. Girl, get the things, let's go. Let's go. With a bang, bang, bang. Girl, get the things, let's go. Let's go. With a bang, bang, bang. Girl, get the things, let's go. Let's go. With a bang, bang, bang.
I take the shot and wine, wine, wine. I wine, wine. Hennessy shot and wine, wine, wine. I wine, wine. No need for rush, take time, time, time. Take time, time. I take a shot and wine, wine. I take a shot and wine,
bang, bang,
wine.
bang. Y'all but split for me. Dip for me, baby girl, I want you flip for me. Come on back and roll it for me. Make me know so that you're into me. Taking it slow and intimate. Your intellect's are roots and immaculate. Can't forget all your shape and sexy leg. Baby girl, me a beg, you know make me beg. the thing you mash up me head. Just imagining you moving it in the bed. Keep me alive.
Yeah, these are the sounds of Sean Paul and Stefflon Don with Shot and Wine. This is my ringing tone, by the way. I love the song. It's a great song. So yeah, we're talking about the Women's March and how people got to put their opinions out there, even though they were embarrassing themselves on those lamest opinions. But at the end of the day, we have to work together. And moving on from that, I'm going to talk about ritual killings. This is something that has infested our environments and our societies and our communities, especially in the Copper Belt, where there's a video which was circulating online where a lady was being killed, a young lady was being killed, and these people actually had a nerve to record this brutal act on record. And this is what I have to say. I think we have to be more mindful about this type of people. You know, we have to be in a position where we get to defend ourselves from such, you know, an horrific acts. It's become a crazy world where there's organ harvesting, people trying to, you know, renew their vows with whatever pacts that they make. I'm not sure what they do, where they do it from, but we need to be each other's keepers. You know, if you see something, say something. If you know something, say something. This is something that we have to be fighting for the rest of our lives. And you know, missing someone from a household, and you know, later on finding that they were killed and then they were decapitated, organs missing, and so forth. It's crazy, and we have to start sensitizing each other. If you are walking at night, please make sure that you have 3 or more people with you, so that you are safe enough and do not entertain any type of strangers. You know, these things have been happening for quite some time, and the fact that social media is bringing out these things to life is actually is a start. You know, because we now know and we're fully aware of what is happening behind the doors. And yeah, the Zambian police have actually put out toll-free numbers that you can call in case you see something. Please look up those numbers on the internet. I think I will be posting them on my socials. Twitter, it's at TVKUE, and Facebook, it's Solitude with an SXLITVDE, Solitude. I'll be sharing those details with you on my socials, and please like and follow me on social media so that we can get to interact more. I get to hear more of what you want to hear on the show. So yeah, this has been a great show, and I want to talk about how to build a productive impulse on the timeline. You know, it's so easy for us to sway off from, you know, this holistic stuff that's happening, and I just want to build a productive impulse on the timeline. If you know that there are some certain topics that you do not really want to see, especially when it comes to with such brutality, the mute button is something that you can actually use. It works. I've been on a mental diet for quite a long time now, and I've been using it so that I can filter this type of things that comes to my timeline. And sometimes, even if you probably enjoy people's tweets, but then we tweet differently, and we post stuff differently. Even if you be it so Facebook, you can always snooze people so that you don't get to see them on your timeline more often, so that you get like stuff which is more interesting to interact about. So yeah, this has been me, and this has been Sarcasm Live. I'm out of this building, and thank you so much for listening. I'm going to play a track by Tory Lanez featuring Neff Smalls called Good Love. Enjoy. And before I leave, I just want to say a birthday shout out to somebody out there. Fortress, a happy birthday to you, girl.
I hit it right now, you falling for me. My favorite outfit when you naked. Money chest, man, we never chasing. Diamonds in the club, straight aces. We gon' take shots of the Henny till we faded. Come in, little baby, I love your sex in the morning. All of this money will have you flexing and ballin'. You know them haters stay watching when you walkin'. Cause we some VIP, very important. Middle of summer, but my eyes stay frozen. Dancing on me, you got my mind going wrong.